Manchester United finally signed Joshua Zirkzee. See, I've got a cheeky little grin on my face. But you know what it is? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys, but I don't know a heap about him. But it's about time Manchester United finally got someone through the door. We've been waiting till after the Euros. We've all been calling it. We've all been asking for all these delicts and of the world. But we've got a Dutchman through the door. See, 20 GA just shy of it is not that sad of a return, but it's about what he can bring, right? But with this guy, I think they said just over 40 million euros, what Fabrizio Romano was twerking about. You know, if not paying his release clause, which was interesting, probably goes to show about Man United's finances. But Man United's got someone through the door, as I said, as I repeated about 3 times. But make sure you smash the like button. Very, very important. And also, if you haven't subscribed, do so. But Zirkzee, this guy's about 6'4", right? But if you include his afro, he might actually be about 6'6". People liken him to someone like Martial. Martial, where you can link up play, you know, do a little 1-2, bring in the wingers, something that Man United have struggled to with Rasmus Højlund, which is not the profile that Ten Hag clearly wants in his team. But he's going to try and do that anyways. Also, he's not just viewed as a number 9, viewed as a number 10 as well, and they could do multiple things. He's quite fast, you know, apparently he's quite a humble character as well. We're not going to sit here and start gassing it up and say, yeah, I watched Bologna. I watched Bologna like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times because I haven't. I saw one game of him. The one game is where he scored one of the goals as well. And you know what? He looks decent. Didn't get to see him in the Euros. So I can't just sit here and get gassed. It's just the difference I'm getting gassed about is about how the board's moving, about how Ineos is moving, and everything that surrounds it at the moment in the club. If you're going to hate on it, I don't mind because at the end of the day, you don't have him. I do. But is this a good signing? Let me know in the comments. 1 to 10, you know, do you think Man United could have done a little bit better in the market? Do they still need to go in the market? But yeah, let's dive into this guy a little bit. So, if anyone doesn't know his attributes, he likes to, you could say, he likes to drop deep, false 9 position. I'm not, from what I've seen of him, you don't really look like a guy that's going to crash the box too tough. He's not going to be the one that's going to get onto the end of things. If anything, if I've seen any clips of him, he looks like he's got a really good weight of ball in him. You know, when he passes through the lines, he's got a bit of vision towards that. Man United lack goals. And the issue is, can you get a striker, the complete striker these days? Probably not. You're not going to go and get, you know, who's the Benzemas of the world. You don't even know if you're going to find it. It's all potential. The guy's 23 years old. I believe he came through Bayern Munich's academy. And you know what? He showed some promising signs, even when he did have a little spell when he was substitution to like someone like Lewandowski a few years ago. Bologna, you know, he went there a couple of seasons ago. He done okay in his first breakthrough season, you could say. But in the second season, he hit the heights. Obviously, Thiago Motta looks like he got the best out of him. Someone that understands system. The modern game, well, the modern game today screams system, right? But anyways, the whole point is, can you unlock Marcus Rashford to go in on goal? Because the thing we saw last year with Marcus Rashford, he was doing touchline play. That's not his game. Garnacho, touchline play, not his game. You want to see him running behind. A bit like how you saw it probably against Arsenal, you know, but it was offside. But look, there's many different receipts of all these things. This has been pretty much going over the line for the last 2 weeks. It's been recycled news. It's been, you know, a bit different and a bit annoying at the same time. But the Euros is what's been obviously the hold up. They've just gone out. The guy played a cameo of a total of what 10 minutes? We didn't even get to see much out of that. But I'm not going to sit here and get excited. I'm just excited at the prospect of it all and that Man United is actually making signings at this point. Not like other teams are not going to go out there, but how many here we goes are we going to find in the summer? That's my issue. It's just there's been a lack of it. I'm just hoping it's going to speed up, not even just for Man United. Even if you want to talk about it on a prospect of, you know, other clubs, you know, something exciting, something fresh to play against and see what comes up in the new season. How many goals is a successful season for someone like Zirkzee? Since he's not a prolific goal scorer and someone that actually likes to assist and do more of that, what is considered a successful season? Is it 20 GA? Is it 50? Is it 15? How many in the Europa League? How many in the Premier League? You know, sometimes you've got to set an expectation. We had expectations for Rasmus Højlund, who is younger than him by a good 2-3 years. And, you know, you don't want to rush someone since it's their first year in the Prem. But, you know, if you want to get the crowd behind you, you've got to show glimpses of what you can do. I believe he comes in as the starting number 9 as it currently stands, just because of the profile alone. Can we see him in a 10 and with Rasmus Højlund? Absolutely. Can we see that maybe with Marcus Rashford, someone feeding him into there? Absolutely. But then again, it also means what is Man United's like direction when it comes to someone like Ivan Toney, who they rumored to want, Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Are they going to use as a second fiddle type player? We yet to see that. What this still shows me is that Man United are trying to keep the cash flow as minimal as possible. We already know there's issues there, right? If they pay the 34 million release clause up front, that's 34 million of cash pretty much gone just like that. So I think Man United have to pay a little bit more than what, obviously Bologna was stating through the release clause, and that's how it's going to be. But yeah, the guy should be a handful. That's all I know. It's just that how quick does he adapt to the Prem? Is he gonna be as sharp? Is the defender's gonna bully him? But he looks like he's got stature. But someone who's got a bit of pace about him, someone who can hold up the ball, I'm pretty sure he'll do really fine. It's just that there's other areas that Man United have got to seek as well that are gonna help him out. Is Ahmad gonna play on the right wing? Is Rashford gonna get his head out of his own arse? Is Garnacho gonna stop being a bozo sometimes and actually learn a little thing or two, even when he's not being an impact sub because he started a lot of games last year? I think he can only help the attack. It's just that how many goals can come from that is probably Man United fans' concern, especially mine. Bruno. See, everyone, whether you like Bruno Fernandes or not, Bruno Fernandes, he obviously benefited of having Marcel up front when he first came to the club. Someone who can bounce and run in behind and do those shadow runs. Because you don't want Bruno Fernandes on the halfway line. You want him somewhere in the box where he does his best work, which is literally a shadow striker, second striker, however you want to label it. It's about bringing a team effort into all of this, not an individual effort. And that's obviously with Rasmus Højlund. His game is never to really bring the team into the game. He has to be the one that's on the end of things. So there's a difference there, but it's a good deal. First signing of the summer, striker is a key area that Man United has been looking at, and obviously another one, if possible, through sales. Now we need to see some centre backs and midfielders. I don't understand where the midfield is going to come as a priority yet, because this Zirkzee thing seems to be a little bit all over the place at this moment of time. But it's a good start, and you can't hate on Man United. You got people like Ches and whatnot in telling me, "Oh, you're starving." Of course we're starving. Man United fans are starving. It's been a minute. We need to start building a whole team and a solid foundation. The next question is, you got a Dutchman through the door. You got Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ten Hag has been given the keys. Is you going to get the best out of this guy, or are you going to start playing the absolutely diabolical haram football? You can't be playing. The thing is, we've lacked at Manchester United, and evidence for any rivals to see is good football players in general, technical ballers in general, athleticism. I think Zirkzee ticks a lot of those boxes, anyways. But minimum season, what we're going to expect, especially in Europa League, where he can probably thrive more and actually develop a little bit better compared to obviously being straight thrown into the deep end in the Champions League with a squad that you don't even know if it's going to be anything half decent. Who knows? Good signing though. I'll be honest, but make sure you smash the like button. Let me know what you think about this signing, especially because I want to see what you guys have to see. If anyone's actually watched him and actually watched Bologna, because I'm pretty sure a couple of you have, let me know, because I'd be very, very interested to see what he looks like over a game of 90 minutes. If anyone's got any links for that as well, I'm happy. I don't have no Y Scout, but I'll be happy to go and do my homework. But big up and make sure you smash the likes in a bit.